What's up, everybody? Welcome live to the final PLE of 2025 Final Stand. Sorry about the window in the background. I moved my setup and I'm filming it when it's still daylight outside. But the opening contest is Ray's Riot defending her 24/7 championship in a fatal four-way elimination match. Serenity Blaze, The Mountain Miles Creed, and Dorian Frost are her three opponents. And here is Serenity Blaze, who had a shocking upset victory over Samantha Vada this past Monday on Dominion. That is one of the most shocking upsets we've seen here in CAW, other than when Sabin O'Grady shockingly won the Multiversal Infinite Championship. We'll just keep it at 20 for the volume. It's early enough in the day that I can have it at that volume when I'm filming this. Dorian Frost's faction members have a very emotional tag team match later tonight where Reina and Levi take on their sisters Lyra and Luna in tag team action with a very special guest referee who I still don't know who that is. But can Reina's reign walk out as a champion here tonight by having Dorian Frost win the 24/7 championship? He probably is the favorite to win this match. Dorian Frost is the only person in this match that technically didn't qualify. I mean, I could stand here, but it covers most of the window. I'll stand here. I usually film at night, so not used to having the light beam in. But here is Miles Creed. Dorian Frost is only in this match because Levi Velvet won his match this past Monday, earning Dorian Frost a spot. And here comes the 24/7 champion, Ray's Riot. Ray's Riot looking to successfully defend that 24/7 championship for a second time and making history, becoming the first 24/7 champion to successfully retain at the PLE. But Ray's Riot's PLE record is 0-1. She wasn't able to capture the Hardcore Championship at Eternal Glory. That's what it's for, the 24/7 Championship But will she be able to successfully retain this championship here at Final Stand? There's Serenity Blaze, Dorian Frost, Miles Creed, and the champion, Ray's Riot. And it looks like it's Christopher Gonzalez who's officiating this 24/7 championship match to kick off the final PLE of 2025, Final Stand. Miles Creed just with a clobbering axe handle to the chest of Serenity Blaze. Miles with a backbreaker onto Dorian and just slamming Serenity Blaze across the ring. Dorian hit Ray's with something. I wasn't paying attention to Dorian and Ray's though, so I didn't see what it was. Dorian Frost with a DDT onto Miles Creed. Ray's with a standing moonsault on Serenity Blaze. 1, 2. And this is a fatal 4-way elimination match, so it's not one fall to a finish. That's why Dorian Frost did not break that up. Superman punch onto Serenity Blaze. 1, 2. And Serenity Blaze able to kick out at 2. Kamagoye there by Serenity Blaze onto Miles Creed on the floor. Serenity, you're not going to be able to pick up Miles. Miles is way too big for you to pick up. Ray's throws Dorian back into the ring. Miles now gets back in the ring. Ray's gets back in the ring. Serenity Blaze also gets back into the ring. I love this arena. It looks so cool. 1. Ray's Riot kicks out at 1. This is probably my favorite PLE arena we've had so far. Reyes with a German suplex onto Dorian. 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2. Miles Creed with a backbreaker onto Dorian Frost. Uh-oh, Miles Creed might be looking for the bonsai. Bonsai drop to the champion. 1, 2. Oh, Reyes just got her shoulder up at 2. I thought we were going to have ourselves a new 24/7 champion. Reyes cover on Miles. 1. Miles Creed kicks out at 1. Serenity Blaze, Eye of the Hurricane to Dorian. 1, 2, 3. That's Dorian's first loss. Dorian Frost has not lost a match up until now. And he is the unfortunate first elimination. Reyes Riot's chances of winning looks good. The seated slam. I forget what that move is actually called. 1, 2, 3, and Serenity Blaze has been eliminated. Reyes Riot could do it. She could become the first 24/7 champion to successfully retain at a PLE. German suplex to Miles Creed. 1, 2, and Miles Creed just kicked out at 2. Another German suplex. 1, 2, 3, and Reyes Riot makes history, becoming the first 24/7 champion to successfully retain at a PLE. Alright, this next contest is women's division action. Samantha Vada taking on Sadie Morez. And I made a mistake during Reyes Riot's entrance. She did compete for the hardcore title at Eternal Glory. She did compete for the 24/7 championship, but lost in that match. And the only reason this match is taking place is due to Sadie Morez interfering this past Monday, costing Samantha Vada the victory over Serenity Blaze. And this is Sadie Morez's singles match debut. I don't think we've seen her in singles action yet. We've only technically seen her in the ring twice, so But Sadie Morez is one of the young prodigies we do have here in CAW at just 20 years old. And here comes Sadie Morez. There's Samantha Vada. There's Sadie Morez. And Christopher Gonzalez is back out here to officiate this match as well. Ripcord Fireman's Carry takeover there by Sadie onto Samantha. Samantha rolling up Sadie, but it's a rope break. I want to say the last time we actually saw Sadie Morez compete in the ring was at our first PLE Overdrive back in September. So it's been a few months since Sadie has stepped foot in the ring. And Samantha kicks out at 0. However, Sadie has been appearing on house shows, teaming with her Ashenville tag team partner Connor Daniels. So they haven't really gone away from fans' eyes, but on television they have. But this will be a huge victory in the career of Sadie Morez if she can defeat Samantha Vada here tonight. Sadie back in the ring at a count of 3. Samantha back in at 4. Cover on Sadie Morez, and she kicks out at 0. Sadie picking Samantha back up. Reversed electric chair driver cover on Sadie Morez. 1, 2. And she kicks out at 2. Prism trap is locked in. Is Sadie gonna submit? No, Samantha lets go instead. Up to the top rope goes Samantha Vada. Diving axe handle, but Sadie counters. Oh, the small package roll up 1. And Samantha Vada kicks out at 1. Power slam there by Sadie, picking Samantha back up. Samantha with a high-angle German suplex, but Sadie was able to land flat. And a haluva kick there by Samantha Vada. Up to the top rope, or then middle rope, diving splash. Prism trap locked in for a second time. Is Sadie gonna submit? Samantha Vada gets back in the winning column once again. Alright, this next contest is a rematch for the Multiversal Infinite Championship. Only reason this match is taking place is Antoine Rogers demanded he gets a rematch because he thinks he was screwed out of the championship. He thinks Maddox Kane's victory was a fluke victory. Will Antoine Rogers become the first ever 2-time Multiversal Infinite Champion? Or will Maddox Kane prove to the entire CAW universe and Antoine Rogers himself that his victory 2 weeks ago, or technically not quite 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago on episode 13 was not a fluke? And here comes the new Multiversal Infinite Champion, Maddox Kane. That is what it's for, the Multiversal Infinite Championship. And it looks like it's Mina Rodriguez as the official for this matchup between Antoine Rogers and Maddox Kane for Maddox Kane's Multiversal Infinite Championship. There's Antoine Rogers, the challenger, Maddox Kane, the champion. Mina Rodriguez rings the bell. Multiversal Infinite Championship match underway here at Final Stand. One. Maddox Kane kicked out at 1. I don't understand why all the Multiversal Infinite champions that we've had so far have all lost the title in their first title defense. Will Maddox Kane break that cycle and actually successfully retain the Multiversal Infinite Championship? Antoine Rogers up to the top rope. Diving clothesline. Maddox kicking Antoine in the face. Whipping Antoine over the top rope out to the floor. Big splash there by Maddox Kane. Maddox Kane has Antoine Rogers up on his shoulders and a gut buster. Running senton. Maddox Kane throwing Antoine back into the ring at a count of 6. He gets back in at a count of 7. Antoine went for a springboard clothesline, but Maddox was a tad too far away. Pele kick there by Antoine. Or what a lot of people like to call it, a Pele kick. But it's actually pronounced Pele, I believe. Antoine punching Maddox in the face. Oh, the anchor is locked in. Is Maddox Kane gonna submit? No, Maddox Kane able to escape. A jumping knee to the face. 1, 2. Maddox Kane kicks out at 2. they're going back and forth now. Who's going to win the exchange? Oh no! Now they're having a cat fight, but it looks like Maddox won the exchange. Maddox up to the top rope. Diving axe handle. Oh, he could be looking for the stunner. Stunner connects. Cover on Antoine Rogers. 1, 2. Antoine Rogers kicks out at 2. A second stunner. 1, 2, 3, and Maddox Kane is the first Multiversal Infinite Champion to successfully retain. Alright, this next contest is tag team action! The Storm Sisters versus the Kings of Fire for the CAW World Tag Team Championships. Here come the Storm Sisters, Haley and Kayla Storm. At Eternal Glory, technically 2 weeks ago was Eternal Glory. The Kings of Fire successfully retained against Arrow and Stratus of Flight Force. Can they retain again against the Storm Sisters? Carnage, they defeated Cataclysm. This is their third title defense. There are only champions left of our inaugural champions from Overdrive that are still champions. I mean, you still have Taylor Kelly and Amara King, at the moment Amara King, as our also inaugural champions, but they were just crowned 2 weeks ago, so I wouldn't really count them into the dominant champions yet. That's what it's for, the CAW World Tag Team Championships.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Caitlin Storm and Haley Storm. And their opponents, a combined weight of 586 pounds, Oxley Alexander, and Carl Rust Alexander.
If the Storm Sisters win here tonight, Kayla will become the first person to win two different championships in CAW. She is a former 24/7 champion and the youngest champion, as of right now, the youngest champion in CAW history, and it looks like it's Kayla and Oxley starting the match. And Christopher Gonzalez is back out here to officiate this tag team match between the Storm Sisters and the Kings of Fire. Icarus gets tagged in for the Kings of Fire. A super kick there by Kayla. And Haley now gets tagged in for the Storm Sisters. Insecurity there by Icarus. Stomping on the midsection of Haley now. Icarus with a knee, but it missed. I think. I'm not sure. Icarus sending Haley face first off the apron. Throwing Haley back in the ring at a count of 2. Icarus gets himself back in the ring at a count of 2 as well. Icarus up to the top rope, telling Haley to get up to her feet, not his feet. Icarus with a diving axe handle. Cover on Haley. 1, and Haley Storm kicks out at 1. Kayla gets tagged in. Kings of Fire are also still undefeated in tag team competition, so this is a hard challenge for the Storm Sisters, who are not undefeated in tag team competition. I believe they've lost to the Animal Kingdom. I think that's who they lost to. And they lost to the Vikings as well. On one of the earlier episodes of Dominion. Oxley gets tagged in for the Kings of Fire. Oxley with a gorilla press slam. Cover on Kayla Storm. 1. And she kicks out at 1. Cover on Kayla Storm. Oxley's cheating. And Christopher caught him. Icarus gets tagged in. Kings of Fire said they will face anyone and everyone. Even if it's just 2 random ass people thrown together as a tag team. And Haley gets tagged in now. Running Bulldog. Haley kicking Icarus in the face. Haley getting her shoulder slammed into the mat. Oh, Icarus now has an armbar locked in. Armbar leg lock combination. But Haley's able to escape. Oxley Alexander gets tagged in. Oxley slamming Haley throat first on the top rope. 1. And she kicks out at 1. Oxley picking Haley back up. Whipping her into the corner. Going for a chokeslam. Haley able to counter. Clothesline. But it just makes Oxley stirred. He doesn't fall over. Slamming Haley's knee into the canvas. And here's that rest hold that Oxley Alexander loves to do. Oxley Alexander might be looking for the double-handed choke bomb. It connects. Cover on Haley Storm 1, but Kayla breaks it up. Icarus gets tagged in for the Kings of Fire. Icarus could be either looking for the Lariat from Hell or the Kinshasa. Kinshasa connects. Cover on Haley Storm. 1, 2. And she kicks out at 2. Haley desperately needs to tag in her sister, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Michinoku driver. 1, 2, 3. The Kings of Fire retain the tag team titles and remain undefeated. They are the longest reigning champions so far in CAW. I don't see any team even beating them either. Alright, this next contest is for the Global Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Championship.
Will Amara King successfully retain, or will Ale Blockade walk out as the new Global Champion? Here comes Ale Blockade. Ale Blockade earned this opportunity by defeating Yuri Vortex and Patricia this past Monday on Dominion. In what was an incredible triple threat match as well. And out of everyone in that match, I wasn't expecting Ale Blockade to actually win, but here he is, getting an opportunity for the global title. 2 PLEs in a row, technically, because he was in the inaugural title match, along with Yuri Vortex and Patricia, and this woman right here, Amara King. Amara King won that championship 2 weeks ago at Eternal Glory. I want to say also last eliminating Ale Blockade in the match anyway, so this match was destined to happen regardless. I'm hoping next month, though, we'll see. I hope next month at New Dawn we'll see a different challenger in the global title division other than Patricia, Yuri, Vortex, or any of these two. That is what is for the Global Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 163 pounds, from Pretoria, South Africa, the global champion, Amaya King.
And it looks like it's referee Daphne LaShawn who is the official for this match. Between Ale Block A and Amara King for that global championship. There's Ale Block A, the challenger, Amara King, the champion. Daphne LaShawn rings the bell. Ale Block A, arm drag onto Amara King. Now they're back in the collar and elbow tie up again. But Amara pushes Ale off of her this time. These two are just figuring out who the stronger of the two are. Power slam though, one. Amara King kicks out at one. Amara King with a kip up. Ale Block A with a belly-to-belly suplex. Amara King gets back in at a count of 8 and immediately runs into an STO. And an STO to repay Ale Block A with that by Amara. And an elbow to the back, stomping on Ale's back. Went for a dropkick, but Ale Block A moved out of the way. Power bomb. One, two. Amara King kicked out at 2. Ale block it with a big splash cover on Amara King. 1, 2. Amara King kicked out at 2. Amara King. Deadlift. Kiss of death. Cover on Ale block A. 1, 2, 3. Amara King retains the Global Championship. Alright, this next contest is tag team action! Velvet Sisters versus Reina's Reign. And here's the special guest referee, but I don't even know who it is. I have heard that they had a younger sibling, but I didn't know he was going to be here in CAW. This is the youngest Velvet sibling, Landon Velvet. And he is in charge of being the special guest referee for his siblings here tonight at Final Stand. Here come the Velvet Twins, Lyra and Luna.
And the participants. First, the Lunatic Velvet and Liger Velvet.
Their actual tag team name is the Velvet Twins or the Gemini Twins, but we just call them the Velvet Sisters or Velvet Twins, whatever the hell name. And here come Raina Frost and Levi Velvet.
And their opponents, Ray Frost and Lee Velvet.
I think that's Lyra and Levi starting it off. And Landon Velvet rings the bell. It is Lyra. Super kick there by Levi. Cover on Lyra. 1, 2, and Lyra kicks out at 2. Landon is going to call this thing down the middle, even though he doesn't like how Raina forced Levi to join her, as Raina kind of abandoned the Velvet family when she married Dorian. Cover on Levi. 1, 2. Levi kicks out at 1. Lyra picking Levi back up. And a suplex there by Levi. Rope break. Levi kicks out at 2. Luna gets tagged in now. And a double suplex. Northern Lights suplex. Luna stomping on Levi's shoulder. Up to the top rope. Luna calling Levi to get up to his feet. Diving drop kick there by Luna. And Lyra gets tagged in now. Rolling Lyra up, but it's a rope break. Crossface, is Lyra gonna submit? No, she's able to escape. Levi went for a dropkick, but Lyra kind of blocked it. Luna gets tagged in now. Levi almost got tagged back in. Levi now gets tagged in. Lyra gets tagged back in. Lyra with an arm drag takeover. Levi whipping Lyra into the corner. Reina gets tagged back in for Reina's reign. Drop kick to the back of Lyra. Reina with the frostbite is locked in. Frostbite, but Luna able to break it up. Luna gets tagged in. Queen suplex cover on Luna. 1, 2. Luna kicks out at 2. Frost lock is locked in. But Reina just lets go. Reina up to the top rope, but Lyra gets tagged in. Lyra with a brain buster. Picking Reina back up. Northern Lights suplex. Picking Reina back up. Nightwing connects. 1, 2. Levi breaks it up. Lyra back into the ring. Whipping Reina into the corner. Luna gets tagged in. And another double suplex there by Luna and Lyra. Luna up to the top rope. Diving drop kick. Levi gets tagged in. Luna back in the ring at a count of 6. Luna rolling up Levi. 1. Levi kicks out at 1. Levi stealing the Nightwing. 1, but Lyra breaks it up at a count of 1. Levi up to the top rope, telling Luna to get up to her feet. Diving, whatever the hell that was. It didn't connect all of it, but connected just enough. Curb stomp. Cover on Luna. 1, 2, 3. Reina's reign is victorious.
Here are your winners, Ray and Lee Velvet.
Alright, it is main event time. Brother versus brother TLC match.
Is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And is for the Continental Action Wrestling World
I think it's funny the center plate is missing. Here comes the challenger, Dakota Nichols.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 155 pounds, Dalton Nichols.
Here comes the champion, Nathan Nichols, making his way down to the ring.
Introducing the champion from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Continental Action Wrestling World Champion, Nathan Nichols.
Dakota from behind. The main event is underway. The bell did ring. A chop block there by Dakota. I think that was a headbutt through the ladder. A big Superman forearm. Dakota climbing the ladder already. Dakota looking to jump off the ladder. Frog splash. I don't know. I don't understand why the table didn't break there. Big running clothesline. Forearm to the face. Dakota grabs the table now. Pop-up drop kick there by Dakota. Low blow there by Dakota. Nathan knocks the ladder over. Suicide dive there by Nathan. And a swanton bomb. And a senton off the apron. Went for another suicide dive, but he misses. Big splash through the table. Superman clothesline there by Nathan. And a German suplex. In DN driver. Dakota knocks the ladder over. Claymore there by Dakota. Drop kicking the ladder. more there by Dakota again. And another German suplex. Springboard elbow. Swanton bomb. Springboard moonsault. Recoil. Moonsault through the table. Dakota pulling Nathan out of the ring now. Clothesline. Went for the diving splash, but he misses. End driver. And a springboard elbow drop as well. KO! Dakota landed on the ladder. Claymore. Dakota makes history, becomes the youngest champion in CAW history. That wraps up Final Stand, everyone. I will see you on Monday for Dominion.